We are live. My name is David Ingham, and I've got my business partner online, Malcolm Watson. Are you there?
Hi, David. Yes, I'm here, raring to go. Beautiful day. Let's
Yay.
do it.
I mean, we're starting to get the hangout. Listen to that pun. We're starting to get the hangout of the hangout. Oh, wow, that was quite funny. I love it. I love it. What we're going to do is, myself and Malcolm, we run an online business from home. And we wanted to, today we just thought, let's talk about our experiences so far for our online business. Both myself and Malcolm, we run an online business that's based in Germany. The company is called Karatbars International. Below this hangout, please give us some comments, guys. We want to get a bit of dialogue going. So it will be great to get some feedback as well, because we're learning while we're going along as well. So what we decided to do, which could be useful for you guys when you do a hangout, is myself and Malcolm, we just said, what are we going to talk about today? And Malcolm says experiences. So I said, great. So I said, let's talk on some keywords. So Malcolm gave me 5 keywords, which is help, share, lead, smile, and fun. And Malcolm, what are my keywords that I gave you?
You gave me, David, abundance, prosperity, love, forgiveness, faith, and trust.
And I mean, and this is a fun way how to do it, because then it's quite easy to get a conversation going and to get topic to flow, quite easily. So Malcolm, I'm gonna start with help. Can you give the audience some kind of why you chose that word?
Okay. Hi, everyone. I chose the word help because we're in a business where the main thing to do is to help each other. And you're very lucky if you have somebody who can help you in your business. Now, David and I have known each other for quite a while, and if you've seen these hangouts before, we've talked about how we met and so on. But David is a constant help to me. If I have to, if I don't understand something, I just speak to David and he helps me. Or if he's not available, I can speak to one of my mentors and they help me. But the real reason I put help down was that when people ask you what your why is, my why is to help other people. I was in an education before I set up my own business, and that was helping people. I love helping people develop, be more successful, and so on. My why in everything I do is to make people happy, to make people successful, to make people want to do things. So I think helping is really, really important. If I think about my life and the times I've done well or not done well, it's been when I've been helped by people. And this is just so important. So the reason I chose help was, first of all, we are here to help people. Secondly, if you help other people, you help yourself. And thirdly, whatever your problem is, there's always someone who can help you. And sometimes that person's called David.
well, I mean, it's the same for me, Malcolm. I actually get a buzz out of helping people, and and sometimes in our society, it sometimes seems that you're weak if you ask for help, and that is a load of baloney. The older you get, the more experiences you have. In Think and Grow Rich, the book they actually talk about having a mastermind group, where you have this imaginary mastermind group, and you're the chairman of this group,
Yeah.
and you actually ask these guys for help, and how can they help you in your business with their experiences. So guys, if you don't be afraid to ask for help.
Okay, David, that leads on to your first word about abundance. Tell me about that, why you chose it, and what
definitely. I've been learning so much, in the last year. Myself and Malcolm went to Arianna Huffington's. We went to a seminar, and it was she's just written a book called Thrive, and she talks about the three metrics, okay, which is money, power, and then the third one, which is balance in your life. Because all business nowadays is driven by money and power. And when you just have those two metrics, it's like having a stool that's just got two legs, and eventually it's going to fall over, and you're going to have a burnout, and you're going to have a breakdown. So abundance is about having a balance in your life. And what I've also learned about is you need to believe that you can have abundance in your life. You know, there's a saying, I think Henry Ford said it. He said, if you think you can, you're probably right. And if you think you can't, you're probably right. So, you know, there's a lot of power in what you believe you deserve in life. Okay? So if you're coming from this lack mentality mindset, then you're never ever gonna attract that into your life. And I'm still working on that. You know, I'm still working on me, you know, to attract that. Because you know, you do have circumstances in your life that appear and things happen, but keep your spirits up, do what it takes, and what's very powerful, which I've actually started doing. Everybody thinks this is new agey. It's a bit weird. This is meditation. You know, look what Arianna Huffington's doing. I mean, she runs one of the biggest online newspapers in the world, and also I've been following Wayne Dyer. Google him and look at some of his material, and that will help you attract some abundance into your life, and try and lose some of that lack mentality. There, Malcolm.
Very good, very good, very good. Okay.
It looks like I've lost your video, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Okay, you're back. No, I've got your video again.
Yeah, I know. I just clicked on it, but it doesn't seem to go between the two. So when I'm talking, okay, I'll click on it.
We'll carry on.
Okay.
Do you want to say anything about abundance?
Well, I just agree with everything you say, David. Abundance is you attract the type of person you are, and one of the real lessons I've learned, I guess, is that if you're not attracting people, it's most likely your fault. You need to be attractive to attract people. So you've got to be the type of person that people want to be. You've got to be surrounded by the people you want to be. And that abundance then will come your way. As you said, David, if you're lacking in things, there's a lovely thing that Jim Rohn always said when a guy said to him, why is this always happening to me? And he said, I don't know, but it always happens to people like you. And I think that's just right. You know, if things aren't going right, look at yourself. Put yourself right first, and then you will find that things will grow and become more abundant and good in your life. So, yeah, really good stuff.
Yeah. Good. Okay. I like this one. Share. That's one of yours, Malcolm.
Yeah, thanks, David. I chose share because one of the things that our mentors have said to us is that, first of all, let me go right back to Jim Rohn. He says that, you know, you should learn, practice, and teach. And the teach is the sharing bit. And one of our mentors, Lawrence, says, and Albie, the two guys who we follow a great deal, have said that what you should do, if you find a good idea, share it with your team. And it goes back to what I said before, the help and share go hand in hand. If you have a great idea, share it with people, and they will share it with their team, and that will go around. It will be viral very soon in your team. So don't hang on. The old idea that knowledge is power is baloney. Knowledge is only power if you keep it to yourself and you think you're powerful. But the real powerfulness of knowledge is to share that knowledge. Any good ideas that you have, share. If you think about us, David, we've learned from, you mentioned people before, but Jim Rohn, Danny Johnson, Dwayne Ryer, all these people help by sharing their knowledge.
Yeah.
You've only got to go on the internet to see an abundance of good ideas that go everywhere. So again, I think the sharing of things, it's such a good idea. When we're young, we're taught it's important to share. And it's really true. As you get older, you find by sharing, you are giving and you are receiving. Because if people treat you as you treat them, so if you share, people will share with you. Is that right, David?
I mean, you get a good feeling inside when you actually share. You know, you feel good about it. You know, and yeah, definitely. You know, sharing. You know, when you're young, you always go to school and you're sharing all these things with your friends at school, and you know it's exciting. You know, to do that, and also it's very powerful with our team, because I mean we're in a team building business that we do, and if you've got something great and you share it with your team, you're lifting your team up, you know. So never be scared to share what you're experiencing, you know, guys, because who knows who it can help.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely, David. Okay, let's go on to your theme. You're doing great words here. Abundance first and now prosperity. Tell us about it, David.
You know, I mean, it was quite interesting. I was watching a video by Mike Dillard. Google him, Mike Dillard, and he's driving in his new Ferrari, red, and he says, guys, I'm driving this Ferrari not because I'm arrogant, not because I'm one of these spoiled kids on the block. He says, I'm driving it because I like quality. I like the smell of the leather in the car. This car was designed by top Italian designers. I got respect for quality. So, you know what? And he's saying that he's abundant, and if he would like this type of quality and that type of mindset that he wants to attract that into his life, it's got nothing about ego. He says it's just about what he likes, and he appreciates quality. So it was quite interesting because he was talking about people in the States now starting to buy these small houses, and they got this mindset of actually looking to buy a trailer or I mean, and this is not just the States, this is all over the world. So people are trying to shrink rather than grow and think big. People are using this lack mentality, and now because of all the banks and all the no jobs, and he's saying there are jobs out there, there are opportunities out there. You know, it's just what you listen to the media and what you read in the newspaper. He says if you have to change your mindset to think of prosperity and good things in life. I mean, what makes you happy? I mean, you know, everybody's got some kind of prosperity list that they would like, and that's not necessarily always money. It could be a lot of other things. So that's what Mike Dillard was trying to tell us. He's trying to say, try and keep away from the lack mentality and try and think of good things, empowering things, and what you really want out of life, rather than and thinking of lack and watching too much of TV and reading too much of the newspaper. Start following people who are prosperous and are abundant, and see what they are doing and copy them. There you go, Malcolm.
Great advice. Great advice. You're absolutely right, David. Yeah, just Mike Dillard is another guy that every word he says is worth listening to. The guy is so successful. He reminds me of Lawrence, to be honest. He's straight. He just tells you as it is. He doesn't laugh about. He just says, if you want to do good stuff, do this. If you don't want to, it's up to you. But good stuff is here, and this is the way you do it. Don't go off on your own. Follow people who are successful. Surround yourself by successful people, and abundance and prosperity will follow.
Yeah, exactly. And there's the book that you gave me, or you pointed me to it, was the Magnetic Sponsoring.
Yeah.
It's like a PDF. You can just Google it and download it and purchase it. I tell you, you know, I mean, success in anything, in any business, and all that is all just mindset. He says that's what he says. It says it's just about making a decision that you're going to be a leader.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what he says. It's a decision. You know,
Yeah.
to actually stand up and become a leader. You know, and he says that's all it is. It's just a decision in the mind that you need to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. My turn.
Okay. Are you ready, Malcolm?
I'm ready.
Okay, this is a good one. Lead.
Yeah. I mean, I've talked about helping, sharing, and David's talked about abundance and prosperity. You have to be a leader. And some people say you need to be the leader, the person that people follow. We mentioned before about being attractive, about doing the right things. But you lead by the way you do things. There are 2 or 3 types of leaders. There's the one who leads from the front. There's the one who leads from the rear and tells everyone what to do. And there's the person who leads by example. And I would say a combination of the first and the third are the right. Lead from the front and lead by example. Don't be one of these people who says, do as I say, not as I do. But be one of the people who walk the walk, talk the talk. Be one of the people who say, this will work, I do it, follow me, you can do it. David and I have been involved with people who are like superstars. And one of the problems with superstars is that you think, I'm not sure I can be like that. But when you see David and I, we're just regular guys. We're just people who are trying our best to do a business day in, day out. And we're following a system. We're not trying to do fancy stuff. We're just doing the learning, the practice, and the teaching. So we learn from our mentors, we practice it, and we do it right, and we tell other people what to do. And that's the whole idea about this hangout. But I tell you this, if you're a leader, always set a good example. Always be the person that people want to follow, that people want to know more about. So never stop practicing. Never stop improving what you do. Never stop learning. Never stop finding out, listening to videos, CDs, books, speaking to other people. Every day, David and I send each other something. David sends me a lot of stuff, and I send him some stuff. And we just look at these things and we learn something. So be the leader that other people want to be. And they will emulate what you do, and they will become successful. That's what we're doing. We're still in the process, like David said. We struggle at times, but we're getting there. And we're getting there because we're being consistent, we're being persistent, and we're being the type of people that we want to become. One that David mentioned, meditation, and one of the things about that is just to think about the type of person you want to become. Envision it in your mind. Think, how can I get there? What do I need to do? Who do I need to speak to? Where do I learn from? And you will become that person. Think and grow rich. The word think is so important. As David said, if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you're most likely right too. So always think you can. Be positive. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the whiners. Don't watch crap on television. Just do what you want to do and know how you're going to get there, and you will get there.
Yeah, I tell you, 100%, Malcolm. You know, it's like being a servant leader.
Yeah.
You know, as they say, you know, you're not a go-getter, you're a go-giver.
Absolutely.
Because when you give, you know, that's the key point here. When you give to people, And it's like myself and Malcolm rebuilding our email list, our database email list with our business. And people opt in to our subscribers list, and we need to build that relationship with that list. You know, it takes time, but it's also about giving. You know, giving value, helping people, and looking after people, and being a leader. Because you're only a good leader if you have humility and help your team. Well done, Malcolm. Good job.
Amen. David, let's put two of yours together now, because I think they're really interesting. Great words, and they're doing words. Love and forgiveness.
Yeah, you know, I mean, the more I start listening to people like Ariana Huffington and Wayne Dyer and my mentors Albie and Lawrence, you know, everybody's a bit scared of using the word love. But, you know, what feeling did you have if you've ever had a child born? You know, when you're actually in the hospital and you get your child, that euphoria you get that love that you get, you know, and that's what everybody wants, you know, is to be loved. So it's a very, very powerful emotion, and people maybe should use it more, you know, use that emotion, because that's what everybody, at the end of the day, everybody wants to be loved. That's the whole pieces of everything, really. But it boils down to that. And what was the other key word, Malcolm?
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness. You know, sometimes in life you always get one person or somebody who really upsets you. and you can spend years and years and years, and it runs around in your mind backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. And what does that do to your body? What does that do to your mind? What does that do to you? You know, there's nothing more powerful than love and forgiveness. You know, so maybe if you've got somebody in your life that you need to release, you can say, "I love you now, and I release you." You know, so that's a very powerful thing that you can do. You know, to forgive somebody, you know, even if you think it's hard, but the liberation that you get from forgiveness and the power you get from love. I mean, I was listening to Wayne Dyer, and he said that why not one day or 2 days, just think of love, and everybody you meet, and everybody you're going to the shop, you're going anywhere, you're going to the cinema, just have that thought of portraying love to that person, and feel how good that feels. You know, it actually lifts your humility, your forgiveness. It lifts your awareness. It lifts your spirit, and people will be attracted to you in another way that you won't believe. You'll actually people will want to be with you. You know, so it's quite powerful, very, very powerful. So. Thank you, Malcolm.
Yeah, I just agree totally with you, David. There's not enough love in the world, and you just need to just give and receive love. And forgiveness is such a powerful thing. So many people are just bound up with not letting go. And as David said, if you just let go, very quickly, Danny Johnson, who we've mentioned, she was abused as a child by her father. Her father went to prison, and she actually went to the prison and forgave her father. And she said it was such a liberating thing to do, that monkey was off her back, that she could go forward. Because if you've always got this hatred or whatever about something or somebody, you're never going to grow. You're never going to be the person you want to be. You've just got to accept people for what they are, make friends with people you want to make friends with, and let go those you don't want to. And just let them live their life and live your life. Great stuff, David. Super words. Well done. Really appreciate those.
No, exactly. I mean, it's the same as if you've got a cat or if you've got a dog or something, like animals as well. You know, when I was growing up, I mean, if you hug a dog or if you hug a cat, or, you know, it's just that animals as well are quite can bring that love out of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Great, great. Wow, that was good, Malcolm. That was good. This is just following on so nicely. Smile.
Yeah, I'm going to put the two together actually. The smile and
Smile
fun.
and fun.
Because
Smile and fun.
we've talked so often that I remember being interviewed for jobs and saying, you know, what do you think is the most important thing? And I said to do the job, but to have fun doing it. And whenever I was interviewing people, I used to look for people who had a smile, people who made you smile, because life's too short. We've talked about so many things about life, but I think going through life with a smile on your face, making people smile, just saying hello to people, just talking to people, that's all, like David said, all of us want to be loved, and all of us just want to be appreciated. And if you can smile through whatever, it just makes your life so much better. Have fun. David and I have fun. We have a laugh when we're doing it, but we do the business. We don't sort of replace work by fun. There's a time for work and there's a time for fun, but you can still have a smile on your face when you're doing it. It's just so liberating. If you think about what David just said about love and forgiveness, and what I'm saying about smiling and having fun, it can transform all our lives. And I just love being happy. I don't like being sad. I like being happy, and I think all of us are the same. So go through life with a smile, go through life having fun, and I tell you what, if you achieve your goals, you're going to have a lot more fun than not achieving them. So work towards those goals, but have fun, and you will just rip it. You'll love it. Is that right, David?
Well, fantastic. Welcome. Yeah, great. Is there any more words for me, or
Yes, last two. I mean.
Oh wow, wow.
Let's put these together again.
Fun and smile. Exactly. I mean, you know, when you're talking to somebody on the phone and you smile.
Yeah.
And you're talking to them on the phone, they can feel that smile.
You're right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And
it's also when, even if you get those cold sales calls, you know, don't say, who's that? What's that? Go, hello, how can I help you? Yes, I don't need that service right now. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. How does that make you feel? It makes you feel better, you know. Keeps your spirit going. You know?
You taught me that, David, and I've changed, because I used to be the former and just ignore them. But now I pick up a smile, say, no, thank you. You know, I hope you have a nice day, but not for me.
Exactly.
Okay, David, last two powerful words, faith and trust.
Ooh, faith and trust. Okay, this is so true. You know, I mean, what's that gentleman? With Gandhi. It was Gandhi. Now, Gandhi in India, he had no power in forms of weapons, battleships, tanks, and army. He just had his people, and he got an idea. And he transcended this idea to his whole force of people. How many million was it, Malcolm, that followed him when he basically got the English soldiers taken out of India and they basically gave up? How many people followed Gandhi? Malcolm. I think I've lost him, but that's okay. I'm going to continue. Now, trust and faith, because when you have faith, like Gandhi had faith, he had.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back.
200 million.
200 million. That Gandhi actually trusted in him and had faith in him, and with that power, they actually got rid of the battleships, the army, because everybody moved in unison, and they weren't going to take this bullying and this dictatorship from the military, and he actually won, and that was without major violence and death.
Yeah.
And I mean, then you get Nelson Mandela, okay, who's been in prison in South Africa, and he had 17 years to meditate when he was in prison. And when you actually still for such a long time, you actually start thinking about, maybe I need to change this. And he had that faith and that trust in whoever it is. It's a supreme being, God, whoever you follow, or what spiritual beliefs you have. But having faith is unexplainable. It's the power of the force of the universe. You can't explain it, but miracles happen when you have faith. Okay? Have faith in your ability. Have faith that you can attract whatever you want in your life. Have faith that you can be successful. Trust in people. Trust in yourself. And when you start having that belief and faith, then you will start attracting abundance and love and that into your life.
Wow. That's so powerful, David. Really, really good. Really good. Thank you. I think we've about come to the end. What I'll do is I'll just say I've really enjoyed that. I hope everyone else has. I'm going to hand back to David in a moment. But just if you just think about some of the things we've talked about today, and if you just do one of them, it will make a difference to your life. Whether it's just smiling, whether it's just having faith in things, trusting people, just helping people. Just do one thing, and it will change your life forever. David, back to you, and I'll speak to you again soon.
Well, thank you, Malcolm. I mean, it's been a great hangout. Guys, you know, we spoke about a few people. Ariana Huffington, follow her. She's got the new book, Thrive. Wayne Dyer, do some research on him, do some of these meditations. Then I did Danny Johnson. You can do some research on her as well. And then the last one, Mike Dillard. Guys, we believe in you. And just remember, you can have anything you want and wish for. Goodbye. Cheers, Malcolm. We'll speak soon.
Cheers, David. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
You're welcome. Bye.